in the studio this morning, the one and only Sonia Edwards. I believe y'all know each other.
Yeah.
We've not met.
Yeah. Good morning. How are y'all?
We're good. From Bryan Insurance, she's going to have our insurance tip of the week. And what do you have for us
Well,
today?
I started thinking about this on Saturday because Saturday we had our grandkids, our oldest two grandkids. We took Nora, who has recently discovered that she loves jewelry and purses.
She decided that she wants to be a girly girl.
Yeah, and so we
Good.
took her and got her a bunch of bling stuff, and then we took Landry to the big hunting and fishing and store.
Right.
And so while they were looking at all the stuff that Landry's excited about getting, I was looking at the boats because I always have a joke, let's just take this one home. It says right there, it's just $100 a month. I mean, how bad can
Isn't
it
it
get?
amazing how cheap those boats are?
Yeah, it just makes me laugh.
Well, there's a lot of them sitting on the side of the highway with for sale signs
I
on it,
know.
too.
But anyway, so it made me think about, we call them in the insurance industry toys, the fun things that people buy, boats, motorcycles, RVs,
I don't know
antique
anybody.
auto, yeah, that are really fun and you buy them to enjoy. And insurance is a really important part. And I know Rick always jokes that I can't always suck the fun out of everything, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take.
You know what the liability is
Yeah,
on that?
no.
I didn't hear her.
No, what I'm saying is, even insurance agents, or depending on how you ask, especially insurance agents, like to have fun. But you don't want something fun to turn into something horrible because you
Here we
didn't
go.
think about insurance. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying don't get that stuff. I'm saying think about insurance when you get it. Don't buy it on a whim on Saturday because at the store it says it's $100 a month and you don't think about insurance. And not just boats. There's, like I said, all different kinds of things. And I think that the first thing I want to say is that there's no such thing as standard insurance policies anymore.
Right.
I guess you could say a couple of lines of business, there's still a standard policy, but even those can be endorsed. But there's definitely no such thing as a standard boat policy, a standard motorcycle policy, standard RV policy. So there's all different kinds of coverages out there, and you need to make sure you understand what you're getting, what insurance you have, what insurance maybe you don't have. At least you can make those choices. So just for the example of the boat, of course, you also have jet skis. Is that what they call them? Sea-Doo, jet ski,
Personal watercraft.
personal watercraft. And
We don't endorse Sea-Doo by any way.
yeah, I know.
But they are really nice.
But they
and
are
fun.
fun, though.
I know. I was trying really hard not to say the name of the big store we went to, but then we said Sea-Doo. But anyway,
It's
anyway,
all-
whatever.
it's okay.
Okay.
We'll send them a bill.
Yeah, that big store gets lots of our money. So,
Yeah, well, that's fine.
but anyway, I think we could talk about the different kinds of insurance things I've seen. I've seen policies over the years where they don't cover if you're pulling a water skier or a, I don't know if people ski as much as they used to, an inner tuber. That's something that you need to ask. Does my policy cover that? Because most people use those boats to do that. Am I covered if somebody gets hurt in my boat? You probably have liability if you hit somebody or cause an accident, but what about somebody in your boat? What if somebody hits you but they don't have insurance and you've got all these friends with you? Do you have insurance to cover that or not? And then on the motorcycle thing, I always tell Rick, motorcycle liability is cheap because you don't ever hurt somebody else.
I can't believe you let him have one.
Well,
to
it
be
was a
honest.
very weak moment. A very weak moment. I was
Hey,
under
you gotta
the
do what you gotta do.
I was going to say, wasn't she in the hospital?
I was under the influence of, they were putting me out to have a biopsy, and they were.
Hey, she said it. I
And by the
didn't.
time I got out
Right.
from the biopsy, which took 15 minutes, he had purchased it on the phone because he knew. Anyway,
I didn't take advantage
She
of when I had
said
a chance.
yes.
but back to the motorcycles. All joking aside, I know lots of people enjoy them, and they're a lot of fun.
Yes, they are.
And you need to, make sure that you understand: do I have coverage if I get hurt? Do I have coverage if somebody steals it or if it's damaged? And then another thing we did Saturday is we went to the big motorcycle store.
That's right.
And that stuff is not cheap. It's not cheap at all. I'm talking about your helmets, gloves, all the accessories. that
Well,
come
those
with-
T-shirts are a little
Well, yeah.
pricey too.
I don't know about covering the T-shirts, but you need to know: are my accessories covered on my motorcycle?
Okay.
And if not, can they be?
Don't call it accessories.
What do you call them then?
Gear. It's motorcycle gear.
I'm not just thinking about. I'm talking about the stuff you add to your motorcycle.
That's
If
what
I'm not-
it is. It's motorcycle gear.
Okay, well,
It's
okay.
Rich tried so hard to be
It's
a
not
bike.
I'm sorry.
accessories.
I'm sorry.
It's like a girl or
I
something.
didn't know. I wasn't talking about like jewelry accessories. Just
I don't care.
Yeah, but it did sound like that.
okay. I didn't mean to. And then on the RVs, our oldest son, has recently gotten a travel trailer because the kids love camping. And I was trying to talk to him about insurance, and he was trying to tell me what he had, and I said, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. He goes, okay, Mom, and it turned out that he did need to listen to me. So, and there's things like, if it's a travel trailer that you're pulling behind your vehicle, 99 times out of 100, your personal auto coverage is going to cover anything you pull for liability. But what about if something happens to the travel trailer? And then those awnings that they have on travel trailers are really expensive, and there's a special coverage that you usually need for that. It's not usually automatically covered. So the point of all this is it's fun to have this stuff. Just make sure you understand about your insurance. Call your agent. If you don't have an agent, call us. We'll talk to you and just go over what's available, what is covered, what's not covered, so that when you're having fun, if something does happen, you're not surprised and you can plan for it and not make that fun time turn into something bad.
I'm not saying that. See, this is what I go through.
What?
This is what I go through. I say, hey, let's go do this fun thing. You know what the liability is and that. You know what that's what I'm saying. But I'm happy and glad that is available.
Yeah.
Because that way, when my fun does turn to disaster, I go, what do we do now?
You don't want it to be a bigger disaster because there's no insurance.
And with Rick, there is a significant
There is
chance.
that very big chance of that happening.
Just pray that he doesn't get hurt on that motorcycle. It scares me to death. But,
Oh, well, it's in God's hands.
well, I know, but
You know what's cool?
what if God didn't want him to get a motorcycle?
What was really cool?
I don't know.
You made a very good point.
Yeah.
I was riding backwards with my eyes shut on that motorcycle the other day. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But I mean, he did purchase on the phone the motorcycle from our pastor, so I guess
That's right.
There
you go. It was a godly motorcycle.
yeah, it was, but didn't have that one anymore. He's got a different one now.
Is it anointed?
It's anointed.
The first one was. I don't know about this one.
Now I got James Melton's bike. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
And they were both very good-looking motorcycles.
Yes, they
are.
This one, I know you're getting ready to paint it,
Yes.
but
I didn't know that.
I talked Ship's Body Shop.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, let me give you our contact information, and I'm going to get out of here before we have.
sorry, Rick.
I don't know if we should have this conversation.
That's totally my fault.
I don't care. I'm just
add to the
joking.
list of things that I'm in trouble.
I am just
All
joking.
right.
I don't care what he does. He doesn't. He lets me buy these
Okay,
expensive
everybody-
purses. So.
Everybody in the world just
Yeah.
heard what she said.
I mean, he indulges the things that I enjoy too. Paints walls purple for me. Lets me get purses that I like without complaining. So I guess it goes both ways. Mine aren't really dangerous, but at least he does.
Oh, that was a little jig.
Yeah. Okay, so if back to insurance, if you want to, if you have any questions about the toy insurance or anything else, call us at 940-549-2525. Come see us, second floor Sierra Bank Building, or visit us online at www.bryanins.com.
Before you go,
What?
Tim's going to show you something that shows that there is a God.
Oh, okay.
I got just a warning in Runaway Bay.
Oh, my
And I was
goodness.
doing 72 and a 55. According to
my
him, I think
goodness.
it was less than
You're
that.
the first person I know that didn't get a ticket.
I know. This is incredible.
My
Stacey,
mother got a ticket going through there.
I
My
heard
mother.
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was mouthing the officer.
No, she was not. You weren't there.
Ann looks like she should have a ticket no matter what.
My point is my mom doesn't drive fast, and she got a ticket going through there. Or Jake got, everybody I know, that's a miracle.
I know,
It's a
everybody.
true miracle. What'd you say? That's what I want to know. What was your?
This is as simple as it gets. Okay, I knew I was speeding, and I knew I deserved the ticket. He walked up, and he said, you were going 72 and a 55. And I said, I really always slow down through here because I come through here often. And I said I was stopped at the construction, and I was kind of probably trying to catch up. I apologized, and he said, do you have your stuff? And I said, yes, and I showed him my concealed, and I said, yes, I'm carrying, and on top of it, here's my driver's license, and then I had my insurance, and he said, I'll be back in just a minute. And then he came back up, and he goes, I'm just going to give you a warning this time. And
Wow.
then we shot the bull a little bit, talked
Write
about
it
some
down.
stuff.
Write down all that.
And I
That's what I'm
wouldn't,
saying.
and I wouldn't be bragging about it, but his name was Bragg. So
Oh, well, there, yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
going to go ahead and
It's
say
a God thing.
It is. That's the first time ever I've ever heard of that in my whole life.
I'm telling you the truth. There is one ticket that shows up every once in a while from Hearst, and I remember that ticket in 1995. With the exception of that one, I do not have a ticket going back to a state DPS ticket in 1983. I either get the warnings or I'm well within the window to do the driver's ed. So I think when they run my background, wow, look at this.
So they run my background, they come back and say, what is stopping me from taking you in right now?
Back when he was in college, Jake was taking his girlfriend at the time and her mom to a wedding on the other side. And I said, slow down and run away, babe, because he already had done the defensive driving on a different ticket. Gets pulled over, gets a ticket. And I said, I don't care what you do. I don't want to know about it. And it never showed up on his record. So, I mean, I do know what he did, but we won't talk about it. But he had friends in high places at the time that took care of it for him. But not God, not that high. But, you know.
Oh, that's what I thought.
No, literally.
Close to it,
no, his girlfriend's dad was in law enforcement. And so but anyway, yeah, that's a miracle. I think we should just end it right there. That's the best thing that's happened this week.
Okay, so if we're just going to talk up to the top of the hour. We can't slip in a song right now. But I'll tell you something that was funny last week. I got my bill. And it was from Brian Insurance, actually from the Hartford. They're doing my draw for the business. All right, it was double of what it normally is. And I was like, hey, what's the deal here? I can't believe this. And I'm looking for Brad's phone number, and because Brad's my agent, kind of. And he's transferred me to somebody else. But when I want to harass him, he's easy.
Yeah, Brad's got to call.
That's the one. So I was getting ready to dial, and then it hit me. This is already July,
renewal, yeah.
And the renewal came up, and the first one is always double, and then the rest of them all the way through are what they are. So I stopped before I called, and I go, hey, why should that have doubled? The equipment's older.
When we always talk about our renewals, that a couple months ahead of time. I thought, I cannot believe it's been a year already. When I saw that was coming up,
I know, and didn't have to use it at all.
That's good.
Nice,
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I notice with a radio station or really any broadcasting company, it's specialized, and that's why Hartford's real big on that coverage.
Yeah, it's a really good policy.
I'm glad y'all used them.
Yeah, they're a good company.
All right, very good. Anything else?
I don't have anything else. Do you, Rick?
If you'd like to get a hold of Sonia, you can go to Brian Insurance, and also, what's the web address? It's brianins.com.
INS.com.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can always call.
You can call us at 940-549-2525 or just come see us, second floor of Sierra Bank Building.
Have a good day.
Y'all too.